On December 9th of 1868, a baby named Fritz Haber was born in Germany. Fritz went on to have quite the life, a life that could make him out to be a good man or a bad man. He grew up to be a talented chemist. In 1901, Fritz married Clara Immerwahr. Clara was a talented chemist. In fact, she was the first woman to receive a PhD at the University of Breslau. 1902 was a happy year for the pair because their son Hermann was born. Fritz continued using his brilliant mind to develop and research chemical fertilizer. Crops needed good supplies of nitrogen to produce good amounts of food. In 1909, Fritz found a way of synthesizing ammonia for fertilizer from nitrogen and hydrogen. Fritz's fertilizer helped feed lots of people because it was being used on a large scale, saving millions of people from starvation. Fritz won a well-deserved Nobel Prize in chemistry for his work with fertilizer. However, Fritz's brilliance soon took to more sinister things. Fritz offered his services to the German army during the First World War. He began experimenting with chlorine gas. Clara did not approve of this usage of his talents. The first time the chlorine gas was used was in April of 1915 at Ypres against the French army. Fritz's chlorine gas destroyed the respiratory organs of those exposed. This caused a slow death by asphyxiation. Doctors simply could not do anything. So after the immense success of his chlorine gas, Fritz was promoted to captain. But what was a huge success for Fritz and the German army was a heart-wrenching tragedy for Clara. She could not stand what had happened, so she took her life with Fritz's military pistol. Clara died in her son Hermann's arms. Hermann took after his mother and found that the use of his father's talents was a terrible one. And later, he too took his life. By the time 1920 rolled around, Fritz and his team had developed cyanide gas, an impressive accomplishment. But when Adolf Hitler emerged into a position of power, Fritz, being a Jew, was denied access to his lab. Fritz went to live in Switzerland. On the 29th of January, 1934, Fritz died of a heart attack. However, Fritz didn't bring his research to the grave with him. Instead, Hitler and his Nazis got it. Fritz's research was later developed and used to make Zyklon B, or hydrogen cyanide. As a result, millions of Jews were killed, including some of Fritz Haber's extended family. So I'll let you decide whether Fritz Haber was a good man or a bad man, whether creating fertilizer that led to good crops and a better quality of life can be weighed against chlorine gas that brought many to their terrible deaths.